hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Christian Travis.
Get that quarterback. Switch.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Flushed out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Check. Watch 54. Hard. Check. Come. 5.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Crowder now to return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Young lady. Check. Hey, alert 3.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. 16 yards, a first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Lady. Alert flat. Alert red lady.
Darnold to throw again. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
To number 18. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 30-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Stop here, D. Check 59. Mike is 59. Lady.
Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Right there.
After the sack on first down, Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Go!
Jim.
On first down, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Go.
Go! Ready?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And down to the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Off of play action, Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Let's go.
It's a gain of
A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Jets 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
Red 80.
Choke.
Hey, zoom.
36.
Red 80.
Slam.
Check. Red 80.
Hot. Check.
Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check.
Yo, 80.
Now Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check. Crunch. Check 31. Kill.
Out. Reset. Out. Reset.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run. This is Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Throwing on second down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open is Powell. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Hit.
Young lady.
Check 3, check.
Young lady.
He's coming.
Young lady.
49.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back to throw, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight go.
Red 80.
Tighten up.
Red 80.
Again, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The the other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check your hot read. Kill. 80.
To throw is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Interception, baby. All day.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
53. Check 53. I got one. Hey. Comes up the helmet. Here we go. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jones off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told... When we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This is the running back, Powell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Red 80. Shoot. Red 80. Watch the creepers. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check, lady. Lady. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. SOS. 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 Switch.
2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Red 80. Watch the screen. Red 80. Check.
Darnold from the gun. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, D. Red 80. All day.
Powell takes it from Darnold. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red 80. Check right. Watch it. Red 80. Red 80. Kill. Red 80. Kill. Hey, wahoo.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Check 9, check 9. Check 80.
They run for it. Here's Powell. Powell with a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Alpha. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, defense.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Crowder. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch twist. Red 80. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Red 80. Kill. Red 80. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Bravo. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Darnold on 1st down. And he hits Herndon over the middle. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. Packed his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
80 weapon. 57's the mic. Let's go, 80. Let's go. Say. Check it backer.
Darnold to throw again. Completes it to Powell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Shit! Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 43. Red 80.
Yellow 80.
Jim.
Yellow 80.
Check. Switch.
Yellow 80.
Switch.
Hey, exit.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 20.
Throwing again is Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Red 80. 57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yellow 80. Check.
On 1st down, Powell taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, 30 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
On the ready.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter...
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. Look at me. Zipper.
Check 53. Let's get the ball. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And a big loss here as he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, it's Powell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, lady.
Kill, 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 kill. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Red 80. Check.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
The ball carrier. Alec Ogletree on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Makes it.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.